The PADEP, well, think about the name, Department of Environmental Protection. Too often we allow it to protect industry and not the people of Pennsylvania, and not the environment either, if you want to separate those. The DEP is tasked with permitting the build-out of petrochemicals. Too seldom is it on the side of citizens and residents. Too often is it on the side of industry. At least from our perspective, that's what it looks like in the permitting department. But in the case of the Shell plant, when it violates its permits, the DEP is supposed to be regulating that plant and keeping it within the limits that is allowed by law once the permit is granted. There is much more it could be doing. Shell plant inspections are too seldom done at night, and we know that a lot of emissions are released at night when they're harder to see and when it's harder for people to report them because they're asleep. Many people are asleep. So why aren't more inspections done at night? That's a first simple step the DEP could take to do better. They could use better instruments. Within BCMAC, we have a volunteer and a board member who uses sophisticated instrumentation to register what's happening with the air. It's instrumentation the DEP could use. And instead we've learned that the inspectors just use eyes and ears. There's something very wrong with that picture. There is a chance for the DEP to notify us as citizens and residents when an incident happens on the site of the plant. They should be doing that, it seems to me. We asked Shell to do it, but we didn't get much of a response there, but the DEP could do that. So we would like to ask them, notify communities, notify the local emergency planning committee, notify Potter Township when something happens that even threatens to become a problem, a malfunction, a violation, or even a safety disaster. Those things have to be spotted, they have to be relayed and communicated to people who are at risk. Shell plant even releases methane. That needs to be tracked. And when I say what harm methane does, I'm talking about the damage to, the way it accelerates climate change 80 times in the short term as fast as carbon dioxide. So that's another thing that needs to happen and that the DEP could push on. We hope the DEP will be listening, that they will take on some of these improvements, that they will, above all, listen to what the residents are saying, because they are the impacted ones here.